No, I agree with that. Listen, the Man United 99 final, I've watched it back 30, 40 times in my life. I still want to watch it when they're winning and we're not creating chances and Fergie didn't change the formation early enough and they hit the post and the crossbar. I sit there and gasp still. Nearly 30
Austin
years.
Yanker, that overhead kick.
Yeah, so exactly. So from my perspective, it's like I agree with that element. I did want to ask Tom and Hassan more so, though. Did you feel somewhat fortunate with the Konate? Because I know you boys don't like pushes in the back. Did you feel that it was somewhat fortunate that a red card wasn't given here? A lot of people stating they felt it was a foul, denied a clear goal scoring opportunity. What's your thought on that, gents? I'll go to Tom first.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I think we got away with one there. I think I'd certainly want it to be a red if it was against Liverpool. I do think that the commentary was over-exaggerating parts of it. He didn't push him solely in the middle of the back. When you're pushing with your forearm, it's across the whole back, but it's still, you need to get more alongside it. I don't like forearm pushes. I need shoulder barges. That's where I can defend you. I struggle to defend the forearm push. So, yeah, I think we got away with one there in terms of if the referee had given the red card, it's not getting overturned. But again, we're now getting to the part of VAR which no one likes, which is clear and obvious. For some people, that's clear and obvious. For others, it isn't. I just think that it needs to be a lot more clear on the situation. I would personally want it to be a red against us, though. But hey ho, you need your luck. How many times have teams not gotten red cards like that before?
I agree. How about yourself, Sam? Did you think it was a red card, or do you think that was a fair push?
No, that was a fair push given the context of how the referee refereed the game today, which is the thing I explained 100 times, but no one seems to get it. It is what it is. I just knew you were going to ask because you tagged me in the group chat earlier on. Was that a red card? Well, did Michael Oliver referee the game the way that he did against Everton? No, he didn't. Today there was a different referee, European referee. That's not a clear and obvious error. I don't even think that's a foul, to be honest with you. So yeah.
Listen, I think it's fair you say that. You keep saying these things. I just know in the next game they're winning 3-2. You're about to go out. Salah's going through. If Marquinhos does that, you are speaking Arabic for 10 minutes, attacking the guy's mum. The referee's mum is getting it in Arabic for 10 minutes. I know that for fact, brother. That's all I'm saying. I accept your opinion.
You don't know that for a fact because last time I insulted Oliver in English.
Well, yes, but there will be. All I'll be hearing is, "I hope there's a bug on your dinner forever." That's coming. 110% is coming out there.
Hey, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place tomorrow, but my hatred towards Man United is bigger.
I hear ya. Rack, look, some will call it luck, some will call it heritage, some will say it was the game plan, but you did get the win. How impressed were you today? Was that the best display you've ever seen from a Liverpool goalkeeper? Period.
I mean, it certainly has to be up there. Look, 2005 Jersey Dudek was in the final.
I was going to say the saves that he made.
So
mad.
So
the one that he did from 1 yard away, like.
Yeah. That Shevchenko, that double save from Shevchenko was like. He doesn't even know how he saved it.
Did he mean that though? That's the difference. Did he mean that?
Listen, we also got to see the whole of Jersey Dudek's career at Liverpool, and that was certainly the high point of it. In terms of quality, you know what, this performance and that particular individual performance, you'll remember the game that United played against Newcastle when you guys went to St James's Park and won 1-0. Cantona scored that goal. It was the performance was very reminiscent. That was at 94 maybe or whatever it was.
94, 95. That was the night where Schmeichel did the Gordon Banks-esque save. I remember that night like it was yesterday. Yeah.
And both the goalkeeping performance and the team performance wasn't dissimilar to that. It was a bit of a smash and grab. Although I would say the first 10 minutes actually we were playing. They weren't at us from the very start. For the first 10 minutes, we were okay because we had the PSG fans whistling and they were struggling to get the ball off us. But then as soon as they got a foothold in the game, things changed. But yeah, look, Ali, the only negative thing you can possibly say about Ali is he's not always fit. And he's missed a few games this season, but
he's earned his barbecue tonight, though. He's earned his barbecue.
You know, Rax, the ones that deserve to get called out No need to mention any names. K-Mac, the ones who keep saying Kelleher should start for Liverpool ahead of
Oh.
Allison. No, those are the ones that they just have to just laugh.
Who was
in their
on your
face.
stream calling him fat?
I have no idea what it was. But he's gonna face
No, there was somebody on
repercussions.
the stream calling him fat. I need to get onto that guy because, anyways, no, sorry, right, carry on.
No, so yeah, I mean, Ali deserves all the flowers today. He was exceptional. And look, one guy who's been getting a lot of stick this week, Harvey Elliott's dad, especially off the person that right above me. His son did him proud.
No, I know. I'm sure.
Big up to Harvey Elliott's dad. Big up to Harvey Elliott.
I didn't realise I was going in it watching a Clough documentary. End up watching Day in the Life of Harvey Elliott's dad. Tactical analysis on a 15-inch telly in his living room. It works though. It clearly works.
It was a great move. Far from our best performance of the season. PSG were undoubtedly the best team. They put in the best performance against us we've seen this season. But we hung in there, and when the chance came, we took it. And look, I think one of the things that you did see.
Rax, we were here after
the first half.
Liverpool at Anfield. Was that not smash and grab?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, oh, look, the cracks are showing Liverpool lost the game of football.
Yeah.
Like,
But there were a couple of things that you saw from PSG in the first half when Jota. Well, the reason why I think Jota was the best forward in the first half is that he was chasing lost balls. He was going up for headers, not necessarily winning them, but they weren't winning them either. So the second ball was there to win. And ultimately, when Darwin came on, it was more of the same. He went up for it. Wasn't a clear win of the ball. Him and Marquinhos both went up. It fell. The second ball fell. He was able to get control of it. So both from that and from a couple of times from free kicks, Jota had an opportunity from a free kick. They're not the best in the air. And I'm not going to say, unstop masterclass or anything like that. But there were some weaknesses that we didn't exploit initially, but ultimately it kind of cost them. And you just have to be there. You just have to hang in.
Yeah, but I feel Jota's a victim of the fact that when he was up front, the pieces around him were shit for all intents and purposes. Salah was anonymous, didn't do anything in the game, couldn't beat Nuno Mendes whenever he got the ball. And Luis Diaz, fuck me, the man's 28, and I feel like he's a 19-year-old. He makes mistakes a 19-year-old makes. I'm watching him. Jota's got the ball. He's held off Marquinhos and Hakimi, and he's looking for an option. And Diaz has ran offside and continues to run offside, calling for the ball. Like Jota's going to be... What's he supposed to do? And then when Diaz gets the ball in the space, and you're sitting there going, you need to alleviate the pressure. You need to get us up the pitch. What he does is stop dead, allow them to get back into shape, and then run back towards our own goal and put us under pressure that way. But when you saw Curtis Jones came on and kept the ball, kept it moving, kept it recycling, and went forward when needs be, I think as well, Endo came on and it freed up McAllister a little bit to be in the positions to pick up second balls if they dropped. Endo made a couple of big moments. I love Wataru Endo. He comes in, he kills games off. It's exactly what he needs to do. And I think that ultimately that's what makes a good manager. The fact that maybe the team selection, I don't necessarily disagree with the team selection, to be fair, but it wasn't going to plan. It wasn't getting the correct results. So he makes the big changes. That, I think, is the first time he's taken Mohamed Salah off in how many games? Certainly not since about October. Salah stays on the pitch because you're going, the big chance will fall to Mohamed Salah. It wouldn't have today, but it fell to Harvey Elliott and he stepped up and took it. And that's smash and grabs are great when your team does it. They're so good when your team does smashing and grabbing.
Listen, winning, doing what Arsenal did last night, 7-1. It's relaxing, it's amazing, it's fun. But I think the biggest shot in the arm you can ever get is that last minute smash and grab. Like when we did it against City this season, as an example, that felt better than beating them 3-0, like comfortably.
It shows character.
Yeah, it does. It's amazing. G, what did you make of your team tonight, mate? What do you want to say?
Yeah, I think everyone's kind of said it, man. We were lucky. I was just listening to Arne Slot's press conference, and he's kind of said the same thing. Like, to get away with a win, if we got away with a draw, it would have been a good result.
I would have taken that. Yeah. I would have taken that.
Yeah, no, bro, come on, man. Like, in my opinion, Liverpool. Everyone was talking before about like I saw people on social media and stuff talking about like the tactics and stuff. I don't think the game was a tactical issue. I think the game went exactly how he thought it was going to go. It was more of a player issue. So, yeah, I think from the midfield up, poor, absolutely atrocious. You know what I mean? Midfield free, non-existent, didn't know who was even playing at times, you know, because they just weren't involved, and we were getting passed around quite a lot. We couldn't really pick up players, you know, Kvaratskhelia dropping deep, Dembele dropping deep, pick up the ball, Vitinha having fun in the middle of the park. Like, it was getting a bit embarrassing, and you could see, all right, well, this is a real footballing team now. You know, we need to kind of pattern up, you know, in that regards. And Jota, who was it? Diaz and Salah, again, they're not really doing anything, but I can't blame them too much because the ball's not really getting there to them to do anything. So it's like 6 or one, half a dozen of the other, you know, when I kind of looked at it. But to be honest, there's only one player who walks away with their head held high, and that's Allison. Like, without him, Liverpool 100% concede. Like, there's no, we could sit here and be like, yeah, you know what, the defense did this. Guess what? The defense weren't doing a lot when these shots were flying in. Not, of course, not all of them were all these great quality shots, of course, 100%, but enough. We had enough. They had enough shots to at least score one, at least bare minimum one goal, and they didn't. And that's, I'll be honest, that was all on Allison. Like, I ain't never seen him. I think I just listened there. He said this was his best performance ever. Do you know what I mean? So that kind of,
do you know the shot that I said this guy is out of this world? I can't remember who was on the right wing, cut inside, and I knew the shot was going to happen. And I saw the replay from, you know, when they showed the replay from behind the player, and they basically tracked the shot.
Yeah,
it was a curl, and I was like, oh,
are you on about the duet shots?
Yeah.
No. I think it was one from the right hand side where it goes down to the far bottom corner, and he just palms it out.
That was the second one.
The second one. Okay.
Yeah. So the first one was when Allison did not get a fingertip to that, it would have curled and hit the post and went in.
Yeah, mate. There were so many. I mean, the save from the free kick from Kvaratskhelia as well. I mean,
bro, that was mad, isn't it? Like we could say all day. We could just wax lyrical about Allison, but it's one of them ones. Like, I'm not surprised at Allison's performance. I'm probably more surprised at the fact that he had to be used as much as he did. I think that's what more, I guess, annoyed me. Like, his performance, listen, it was great, of course. Listen, and top players are going to have these kind of performances, but I've seen he's had good games before, and he's had excellent games where we probably looked at it and said, oh, that was his best game and stuff like that. I think for me, what was more, I guess, not worrying, but just more something to look at for the second leg is that obviously Liverpool might play differently. So I don't know how we're going to come out for that second leg, but you cannot play the same way, and I don't think the result will be the same. I don't like. Hey, what Tom was saying, we could go one of two ways, but I don't see a world where you play the exact same way and the result is the same, where you just nick a goal at the end. I think this time round they will finish off. And listen, man, look, smash and crab. We scammed them to a victory. Like, at the end of the day, like, I don't care. You know, we got the victory.
I'm excited. But the second leg's going to be amazing because, again, I still think you'll go through. I felt this the whole time, but I don't think it's going to be some 3-0 Liverpool. I think it's going to be a really close game. You know, maybe you guys feel more of a need to come out and attack at some point because 1-0 maybe not safe. It might leave space in behind. Listen, it's going to be an amazing second leg, I think, and it's poised in your favor, but I think poised very, very well.